Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm James. I just want to talk about again mental illness, especially when it comes to men, especially African men, right? So most of the time we'll just feel like, oh, because women go through these mood changes in their life and stuff like that when they're pregnant, when they hit a certain age, and then as time progresses. But guys, most guys, especially older guys, they go through that kinds of mental disturbance. Like some African guys will feel like, oh, people back home or people in their surrounding want them to be miserable in their life. That can become the case, but sometimes it cannot be, right? I know this fellow that that came and things become very rough for him, but he feel like because things are becoming so rough for him here in the States, meaning that people back home swaying him, making juju against him, making witchcraft against him. Because of that, there's no stability in his life here. He's a very older gentleman, close to retirement age. He should be retired actually. Yeah, but because he feels so, he feels so convinced that nothing will become well for him because somebody already cast a spell on him. Somebody already make his swear on his name, and because of that, whatever he does when it comes to relationship, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to stability overall, he's not gonna get peace because of that. As an individual, I look at him and be like, you keep believing that stuff. You keep believing that you keep listening to people that putting those in your head, and you believe that so much it will become your reality. You will not get a stable job. You keep moving from place to place. Your dream you're trying to chase, you may not get it. It's whatever you believe so much gonna be your reality, right? When you come here to the States, you work hard, group home. People that works in group home, you get that job, you get 2 or 3 of that job, you start making good money. You try to learn a trade, you manage to get into a good company. The company can pay your school fees. They can you become and you grow from there. But you just convinced totally that somebody is against you, and because of that, they cast some spell on your name. So now anything you feel like you touch, anything you touches will turn to dust. Anything you try to work on will become unsuccessful. And I'm just saying that can be a drain, especially when you're in a good relationship and your spouse is becoming very good for you. You become a liability to your spouse. United States is a very, very good place to be, but it's also hard as well. You want to live a good life, you have to compromise with people. You got to make sure you compromise with your spouse or somebody else that you guys, in a good relationship with. Try to make sure you guys meet certain goals that you're working on. But if you're convinced about something back home that somehow is affecting you here, that you can drive people away from you. People can leave from you. People can doesn't want to be around you no more because you believe so much, negative, so much hate. Not hate per se, but so much of what people are saying that it kind of affecting your personal life here. So, and that's right there in itself is mental illness. I know it's kind of like a stretch, but it's kind of mental illness because you feel like anything you do will not work. I know I got a case that the guy believed so much that that nothing really gonna go out for him, nothing gonna work for him here, that he bought a vehicle and he doesn't want to drive the vehicle because he feel like someone already have watched him, that if he drive the vehicle, he will die. There will be an accident and it will cost him his life. So because of that, he parked his vehicle, a good vehicle, and he used Uber to work. It's been almost 7 to 8 months now, just like as a screen on his relationship. He just believes so much stuff that it's kind of hard to convince him. He going to go to church every Sunday, but still, it's so hard to convince him that all of what he's talking about is in his head. So guys go through that, and if you fortunate enough to come here to the United States, and you fortunate enough to get everything working for you here, especially a good spouse behind you, making sure you're doing good. Anything happen back there when it comes to medication, forget about it. Just believe that God is for you, that God is on your side, and then whatever thing happening back there, juju medication or witchcraft going on, that you think people are throwing against you, ain't gonna work. Just know that it's not gonna work. If you believe it so much, and because of that you're not succeeding here, then you're not gonna succeed. Success comes from within, right? You gotta believe it that you can succeed before you succeed. It ain't gonna just fall on your lap. Success not gonna just fall on your lap. You gotta believe it. And if you are a gentleman, if you are a man, nobody gonna give you something. Nobody gonna give you anything. No, especially here, you gotta work for them. You gotta work for it. And it will take 2, 3 years, 4 years to even step up in your company. But at least you're going in a good direction. It will take some time before you step up in your company. But you just gotta believe it. No. You just gotta believe it. Somebody saying bad thing about you, if that person is not responsible for your paycheck, that person is not your supervisor, whatever it is, that person is not your spouse, that person is not somebody, maybe into some extent your mother, that want good for you, that person is not close to you, you should forget that person. Whatever they say doesn't really matter. You're here now. You work for what you want. You compromise with people that want to help you out, that want to success, be with you, and make sure you're doing good, and you keep pushing it. Don't believe that. And right now he's still believing that. He's still not driving his vehicle. He's just totally convinced that people are gonna kill him if he get his vehicle. So he just I don't know. Maybe it's old age. It's just some kind of, I don't know how you call that kind of mental illness. I don't know what I call it. It's whack. I don't know. So if you're trying to come to the United States, just make sure you come here to work with somebody. Come here with clear mind. Whatever thing is happening back there, it can be in Africa, it can be in your home country. Everything is happening that you feel like that people are against you back there, just forget it. You're in a different environment, different continent. Your future have become different if you work towards it. So just forget about it and move on with your life, man. That's it. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get this going. Try to fight for mental illness, because it comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes, all kinds of environments. So, and it happens to most people than you think, especially guys who all know about women and what they go through. But when it comes to guys, people just think, oh, guys don't go through that stuff. Most guys go through that stuff. So, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep it going. Thank you.